Hi, folks, and welcome to what I'm going to call episode 68.5 of the Creative Train podcast. Coming up next is an auspicious episode number 69. And for that episode, I wanted to do something a little bit different and talk to a few people as guests about somewhat inappropriate things they've had to deal with in their performances, in their day-to-day work in the arts. And I know other people have these kind of things happen to them too. But I wanted to collect some stories and get the people to tell their stories themselves. And it's just taking a little while longer than I expected. So I just wanted you to know that I haven't forgotten about anything. I just have been kind of busy. So to give you a little bit of a heads up as to what you can expect to hear, one of the funny things that I was writing about in the preparation for this episode, and I'm just going off the cuff right now, it's just going to be a few minutes long. One of the things I was writing about is how I think, as a musician, I think I've been perceived as being one of those kind of people who's probably some kind of degenerate to some degree, you know, being a musician, traveling around and playing in pubs and stuff like that. People assume a lot about your character when you do that. There was a local politician who was also a musician, and the horrible things that were said about him being a musician and in politics. The things that were said in the local papers were just horrible and deplorable that the powers that be would actually publish that kind of stuff. People assume a lot about your character as a musician, to make the long story short. And I've had it happen a few times where people, I don't know, they think you just want to go out and party after, or, they think, they're going to hit on you and be an easy score. No, many of us are very happy in our family lives. And actually, at the end of the night, what most of us want to do is go home. We want to load up and go home. The energy expended in a longer format music performance is a lot. And even if it's just like a solo gig in a pub, like if I do that kind of thing, I am like famished, starving by the end of it. It's like I've burned up all my reserves of energy, and I love it. Don't ever get me wrong about that. But the last thing on my mind after a gig is to want to go out and party. And I know a lot of folks who used to be like that, who are now on the same, page as me with that. They just like, nah, man, I want to go home. I don't even want to stay and finish a beer. I just want to go home. So I've got a few more stories from my times as an event DJ, different events like weddings and proms and stuff like that. And I have a few stories from friends who also work in the arts, both in the technical side and in the performance side of it, who will be sharing some stories as well. So we're going to cut this episode right about here and ask you to stay tuned for some really funny stories coming up in episode 69. I'm hoping to have that out next week, which would put that around the first week of May, say May 7th. We should have it done by then. Anyways, thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you then. Actually, you won't see me. I won't see you either. So why did I say that? I guess it's just a reflex. You'll hear me then. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Bye-bye.